once people get to talking, they get to talking, and once people get to confessing, they get to confessing, okay?
The tea is exceptionally good today. Who made this? Very delicious. Hold on.
Them they cool, to me and you be rolling. Really? And she got hard. Oh,
What's up, YouTube? My name is Brianna, aka Bree, aka Brianna Sade, and welcome to my channel. If you haven't already seen, your girl has completed her very first semester at Virginia State University. Yes, I have finished my first semester at State with a 3.0 GPA, and I am officially considered a sophomore. This was my very first semester at State, and of course my experience at college was definitely different because of the fact that I really didn't get that on-campus experience for real that I thought I was gonna get, because Corona came in and just ruined everything. But while I was on campus, I definitely did learn a couple of things that I will definitely take with me as my time progresses on in college. And I experienced some things, okay? I seen some things, I met some very great people, you know, I learned some tips and tricks along the way, and I have hope that we will be starting back in August. That's why I'm making this video, okay? So yeah, so for me personally, I'm an in-state student, so I already knew a lot of people that go there because of the simple fact that I went to high school with a lot of these people, and I'm in state, so it really wasn't hard for me to make friends. But one thing that I did notice, maybe it's because I was new, State is very clique. Well, the atmosphere is very clique and group oriented, so everybody had a clique or a crew or a gang, because State is a small school. It's a big school, but it's a big school, but it's a small school, so it's a couple thousand people that go there, but the campus is not that big compared to other schools. So yeah, everybody knows everybody basically. But for incoming freshmen, if that's what you notice, don't be discouraged by that, because I'm telling you, once you get on campus, you're definitely going to meet new people. You're going to find yourself, you're going to learn things about yourself, and maybe you're going to find yourself forming a group of friends with different people with different personalities, and you know, you're going to thrive. I went into school expecting to be like, referring back to me knowing a lot of people that I went to high school with. Now, I went to 3 different high schools, so like I said, referring back to me knowing a lot of people, I went in with the mindset that I was still gonna be cool with every person that I knew. And that wasn't the case at all. It was a hi-bye thing. It wasn't no, hey, let's hang out. No, it was none of that. So don't go in with that mindset that you're gonna be friends with every single person that you know that's going to the same school as you, because it's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna try to burst nobody's bubble, but it's not gonna happen, okay? So this topic hits different for me because I had a bad roommate experience, okay? Yes, I was only there for not even 3 full months, and I'm going to say, okay, is do not be roommates with your friends, okay? I cannot stress this enough. Do not be roommates with your friends. I'm gonna say it one more time for y'all. Do not be roommates with your friend, especially if it's a good friend and you want to keep your relationship alive. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm speaking from experience. I wanted to be roommates with one of my friends so bad, like I said, because the idea of just rooming with a complete stranger, especially when you're a freshman, yes, it seems scary, but it's like, it's one thing to know somebody and be cool with them and maybe spend a few nights at their house, and as opposed to actually living with that person. But if you're trying to keep being friends with this person, I would advise you not to. That's the smart way to go about it, because you don't have to be friends with your roommate. Okay, a lot of people say, oh, your roommate is like you're gonna be your lifetime best friend. That's not true at all. It's not true at all. My second roommate, I'm not gonna lie to you, after I moved out of my first situation that I was in, my second roommate was cool. You know, I liked her, we vibed and stuff like that, but we didn't hang out all the time. We weren't always together. We weren't buddy. We were cool, we were cordial, you know, we spoke or whatever, but it's okay, okay? Rooming with a stranger, rooming with somebody that you don't know is better than rooming with a friend. Trust me, okay? I know the idea is scary, but don't knock it until you try it, because it could happen that way where you room with somebody and then they do become your best friend. You never know. But my advice to you is room with somebody you don't know, okay? If you don't go to state, I don't know what you guys have, but we have something called Flex. Flex is basically money that is built in to your meal plan that allows you to use, you know, our special restaurants. Like we have Chick-fil-A, Subway, and Starbucks. Okay, so it's like money that's added into your meal plan that allows you to buy these things that we have. So Flex, you know, the lines, especially when we come back to campus from breaks, the lines go stupid. It's ridiculous. And my best piece of advice to you guys that I did not take is don't spend all your Flex at once. Now, I didn't necessarily spend all my Flex at once, but I would go and I would buy, like, I would buy expensive stuff. So like normally when I go to Chick-fil-A, I would get an 8-piece. I would go and get a 12-piece just because. Or I would go to Starbucks, you know, twice a week and buy the same drink, and it adds up. And because you're still spending money, and the money that you have and the money that you're given only lasts you for 1 semester. So the moment all your Flex is gone, it's gone. That's it. Like, so my advice to you is don't spend all your Flex at once, because I've made that mistake, my friends have made that mistake, and I'm pretty sure a lot of freshmen are going to make that mistake. You don't want to spend all your Flex at once, because dummies will spend all their Flex in 1 month and then be crying or asking to use somebody else's Flex because they don't have any money. And they don't want to go to Jones or Gateway. It's going to be those nights where, you know, you get out of class late. Me, Jones was closed, you don't have any money, and Foster, which is where our restaurants be at, was the only thing that's open. And if you don't have no Flex, you can't eat from there either, unless you want to spend your own money. You can use your own money, but they tax the hell out of you, so I would not advise that. But yeah, so moral of the story is don't use your Flex. Save it, stretch it, be cheap. Yes, you can be cheap. Don't buy a 12-piece just because you know you can and you're not spending it out of your own pocket. No, get that 8 pieces. Say no. But yeah, I'm for real. Just don't spend it because you have it. You might not even eat at Subway, but just because you know you have money that's available to you, you're gonna spend it and you're gonna use it. When they say that, you know, college is hard, college is not easy, my experience was a little bit different, because my classes were actually very easy. And if you go to, especially if you go to my school, there's no excuse for you to fail. There's tons of resources that they provide on campus that you really have no excuse to fail. And honestly, because our school is a small university, it allows us to have smaller classroom sizes, which means that it gives you a better opportunity to get to know your professor. Now, because of this whole Corona situation, I got to form a better relationship with my professors, which is good. But even in school, like there's a class, there are no classes over, I would say, 35, and if there are, I haven't seen them, but majority of the classes don't have more than 35 kids in their class. more than 35 students in their class. So with that being said, you have the opportunity to gain a relationship with your professor, and you're able to have that one-on-one time. Of course, they offer office hours where you can go in and talk to them or whatever. I personally never went to any office hours, but pretty sure I'm going to be utilizing those next semester because my schedule is crazy. Utilize the resources that you have. Make sure that you are making a good relationship with your professor. Take advantage of the small classroom sizes and all the one-on-one time that you can get. Just take advantage of those resources. If you gotta sit in the front in class, sit in the front. It's nothing wrong with sitting in the front. If you have a question, ask that question, okay? Because I'm pretty sure somebody else had that same question, but they were scared to ask it because they didn't want to be embarrassed. But you can ask that question. So just little things like that will help you. Now, when it comes to homework and studying, my personal advice, I never studied in my room. At least I tried to. But I learned this from one of my friends. Studying in your room is not it, because you know there are so many things in your room that can personally distract you and take you away from what it is you're trying to do. So find a place on campus that's easier for you to go to without distractions. So for me, it was the library on the 3rd floor. And also I had a friend who had a spot that they put me on to their spot, and we used to go up there and do homework. So just do that. Find places on campus that are easier for you to study, and places that, you know, will help you be more relaxed or focused. Even if it's not the library, it could be another friend's room. I've seen that. Somebody told me that they go to their friend's room to study because it's better for them. Why? I have no idea, but they making good grades, and yeah. So just find a place that's easier for you to study. And 9 times out of 10, especially if you're a freshman, it's gonna be hard to study in your room anyway, because some of them freshman dorms are this small, like this tiny. I stayed in Branch. That's a recommendation because, first of all, you know what? Yeah. If you're a girl, I recommend you to stay in Branch unless you get quad or whatever. But yeah, if you're not in the honors program, Branch is a move because, first of all, the rooms are definitely bigger. Both of my rooms were huge. The bathrooms are cleaner in some aspects, not all, but some aspects. The bathrooms are definitely cleaner. And yeah, there's a lot more leeway as opposed to staying in the other buildings. But yeah, I liked Branch. So if you're a freshman looking for a room, if you're a freshman looking for a building to stay in or want to request a building, Branch. Another thing that I want to say about studying and homework is you will have to learn when to say no. Okay, college, there's literally something going on every single day. Whether you get asked to go to hang out with somebody, there's a party going on, there's an event on campus, somebody's doing something, or whatever. There's thousands of distractions. There's thousands of people that can pull you away from what you are truly there to be there for, which is your work. Yes, all those other things are great. It's okay to have a good time, party, but you have to learn when to say no, and you have to learn how to prioritize your time. It's okay to say no to a friend for hanging out. It's okay, because your friend is always going to be there. And if you really want to hang out with your friend that bad, you can just be like, okay, you want to hang out, well, why don't you come hang out with me and we can study together. Now this ties into what I just said about there's something that's going on every day. When it comes to social life, especially at VSU is a HBCU, so you know at HBCUs when they party hard. Okay, like I said, events, activities, it doesn't necessarily have to be anything big, but there's always something to keep you entertained, which means that there should be no reason why you're saying you're bored unless you truly are boring yourself by staying in your room. Like, you don't want to stay in your room, because if you stay in your room, you're going to miss everything. The whole point of college is to get out there and experience everything. One piece of advice when it comes to social life is, if you want to find out all the events and stuff and activities that go on campus, VSU does have a very huge social media platform, so you can follow any of these pages. I'll probably have them here or linked in the description box down below. There's Instagram pages. Among Instagram pages, there's Twitter pages. If you want to join a club, there's a page for that. If you want to join the band, there's a page for that. If you're in a chorus, there's a page for that. Like, literally, there is a Instagram page for every. Just get on social media. So if you don't have a social media, I would advise you make one. If you don't want to, that's cool. But if you want to stay up to date on the different clubs, activities, meetings, whatever, there's always a social media platform for that case. You don't want to go to parties. How do I say this? At parties, you want to dress less, if that makes sense. So, like, you don't want to go to parties fully clothed. I'm gonna just put it out there. Not saying you go to a party with nothing on. That's not what I mean. I'm gonna give y'all a little story time. So it was my very first gym jam, and I was trying to go to the party. I had this huge bubble coat on. I had my purse, my sneakers. I had on a cute little outfit, and I go to my friend's room. I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to go. And she's looking at me like,
what are you wearing?
I'm wearing my outfit for the party. She's like, girl, you're not gonna want to wear all that, because it's gonna get hot. The moment you take that coat off, somebody's gonna jack it from you, and you don't want to bring your purse because somebody will jack it from you. And yeah, you don't want to wear all of that. And it makes sense, because when I got to the gym jam, the party, girls was in there with short booty shorts and tank tops in 40-degree weather, freezing rain. Like, it was freezing rain outside, 40-degree weather, and girls is walking around this gym jam half naked. What? Just dress accordingly. It gets hot. It gets hot. Okay. In college, they do have parties that are hosted by the school, but they don't call them parties at state. We're called socials. So they have them outside. And like welcome week, I heard there was like a library social. I think there was one more. I can't remember what it was called, but there was one more social that they had. It was events, activities, gym jams. I believe gym jams happen like every month, 2 months. Because honestly, there was a gym jam every month that I was there. From January, no, or was it February? I think it was February. Yeah, February and March, there was a gym jam. There wasn't a gym jam in January. February and March, we had 2, and I went to both. But yeah, parties, they get repetitive. So when they be like, oh, don't consume yourself in parties, no, that you're gonna get tired, especially, you know, once you go on in your college career, you're gonna be like, okay, parties are cool, you know, as a freshman, but now I'm a sophomore, junior, senior, and you're not gonna catch me at every single party, because they normally play the same stuff over and over again, and it's really just a repeat of itself. So the first gym jam, the first gym jam that I went to was fun. But it was fun. It was whack, because and a lot of people were saying that it was whack, okay? Because not a lot of people showed up. Like, it was a lot of people, but it wasn't a lot. The second gym jam, I had more fun the second gym jam than the first gym jam, because it wasn't that many people that came the first time around. But the second go around, I think that's because Pop Smoke, rest in peace, he died right before our gym jam, and the theme of our gym jam was dedicated to him. So of course, you know, it was a lit. And we have a lot of New Yorkers that go to our school. It's a lot of New Yorkers and a lot of DMV. So the second gym jam was fun. Both the gym jams were fun. Moral of that story is, if you're a party animal, by all means wild out, but parties get repetitive after a while. Now there's different ones, like there's apartment parties. I will never go to an apartment party ever again. No. Not too sure if they're even going to be able to have parties at school, or socials, excuse me, at school this semester anyway, if we do go back. But when we do, just be wise, especially when you go to off-campus parties, because off-campus parties is where, you know, usually a lot of stuff happens. Now, I only went to one or two. I think it was one. Yeah, I only went to one off-campus party. All right. The male population at state, I think it's just the male population in general at school. Boys are definitely bold, okay? The boldest is on 10, okay, ladies? We are no longer in high school anymore. We are no longer on that kiddie stuff anymore. So you need to be prepared, okay? Be prepared, okay? And as I had said in the past, at state, everybody knows everybody. So if you decide to get with somebody, keep that on the low. You don't want your business going around the school, because it will go around the school. And if it doesn't go around the school with everybody knowing who it is, it will go around the school anonymously. Because once people get to talking, they get to talking. And once people get to confessing, they get to confessing, okay?
The tea is exceptionally good today. Who made this? Very delicious. Hold on.
My advice is keep relationships on the low. Sorry guys, my camera's about to die. But dudes will walk up to you and start talking to you, trying to get with you just like that. And it's the same thing with girls too. Like I said, we not on no kiddie stuff. We're not in high school anymore. So definitely it's a whole new ball game. So you have to be ready to roll with the punches, because when they thrown at you, you gotta know what to do. Stay safe while you're at it. Keep it wrapped up, strapped up, keep it tight, and keep it on the low. Also, a big thing, don't come to college expecting to find the love of your life. Don't do it, because it's not gonna happen. I've seen plenty of people say,
when I get to college, I expect to find my man freshman year, and we're gonna be so in love. And
no, it's a lot of false expectations about college that people just, same thing with high school, people expect things to happen and it doesn't even happen the way they expect it, or it just doesn't happen at all. All those college sweetheart, high school sweetheart stuff, it happens to maybe 1 in a million people, but no. So don't expect to come to college thinking that you're gonna find your boo right off the bat, because you're not. Freshman year, I'm telling you, you don't want to be tied down freshman year. You don't. It's a new environment, new school, new people, new experiences. No. And lastly, all I want to say is college is what you make of it. You're going to experience a lot of things. You're going to be broke. You're going to be broke. You're gonna have to rely on your parents, whoever is taking care of you, whatever. You're gonna have to rely on them for a lot of stuff, or you're gonna have to find ways to do things on your own and make the most of it, okay? And it's definitely going to be a journey. But if you go into college thinking that, you know, everything is going to be negative, you're going to get negativity. If you go in with a positive mindset, you're gonna get positivity. Like, words are spells, so whatever it is that you put out into the world is definitely going to, you know, happen to you. So like, if you stay in your room and you complain about college being boring, that's exactly what you're going to get. Boring college, because you stayed in your room. Go outside of your room, explore, make friends, have an open mind. All the advice that I just told you, use it, okay? It is what you make of it. Like, my first semester overall wasn't bad, you know, like I really didn't get that full experience, but it's cool because life happens and everything happens for a reason. So I'm not sweating it. I did good. and I'm hopeful that we will be able to move on in August and things will go back to normal very, very, very soon. That's that with this video, guys. Thank you for watching. If you watched this whole entire video, you are definitely a real one. But yeah, I'll see you guys next video. Bye, guys.